Oscar Carmona from Healing Ground Certified Organic Nursery in Santa Barbara, California, here to talk to you once again about seeding. There are two more techniques that I would like to share with you relative to seeding. Seeding is such a fundamental technique to understand, and there's a lot of rewards that can come out of that experience for the home gardener. So these are two more techniques and another bit of information that I think will enhance your seeding abilities. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the importance of maintaining your seed packets for two reasons. The first is because you want to make sure, by and large, that you're using current seeds. That is seeds from the year, in this case 2009, that you would be planting those seeds. After a couple years, usually the viability, that is the amount of seeds that will germinate, decreases. And so for that reason alone, you want to make sure that you use current seeds. The other thing is that on the back of seed packets are bits of information that are fundamental to the growing requirements of that particular seed. In this case, seed depth, 1/4 inch, and we talked about that as being important for all seeds, and no more than a 1/2 inch, half of your, no more than your fingernail depth. Soil temperature, in this case 70 to 90. These are tomatoes and peppers, require hotter temperatures. You may want to consider seeding these indoors or in a greenhouse setting to increase that temperature. Days to germination, usually a week to 2 weeks from the first initial irrigation to the time you start to see those seedlings pop up. Radishes can be a little quicker than that. Light requirements for the plant, full sun, and you want to give these plants up to 30 inches of space between their plants upon maturity. Another piece of information that I think would be useful to home gardeners, especially in the fall, if you want to plant peas, these are larger seeds. They have a hard outer husk or shell, and by soaking these in a container with water for 24 hours, it'll allow you to have greater success with your germination, especially if you're not necessarily around and it's really warm. We get a Santa Ana condition, and you want to make sure you have moisture temperatures consistent. In that regard, here is a technique that I saw a Vietnamese family using in a community garden way back when I was in Riverside living out there, and that is to use newspaper to cover up, in this case, a seeded area, maybe a little nursery that you set aside on the side of your garden for the purpose of planting seeds, and then which will then be transplanted out. In this case, seed salad mix, and I'm using these PVC elbows to hold the paper down. I always say that the best fertilizer for your garden is your shadow, and truly the more you can spend time in your garden on a daily basis in a fun way, usually and hopefully, the greater information you're going to gather and the greater success you're going to have. I'm Oscar Carmona for Healing Ground Certified Organic Nursery in Santa Barbara, California, letting you know that it's always important to feed the soil and let the plants feed